Hey everybody, welcome back to Summit. My name is Mark. We're taking a look at the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. There's certain people you don't want to make mad in life. Your waiter or waitress or the cook in the kitchen. I mean, they're responsible for your health and ultimately your life. So you don't want to make them mad, right? The guy in traffic, that cuts you off, that's driving like a maniac, you want to make him mad because you're not really sure what he's gonna do. Right? Your principal, you don't want to make your principal mad, or your teacher, your professor, when they ultimately hold your grades in the balance. The IRS, okay, when you're paying taxes, you don't want to make the IRS mad. They come after you, they come looking for anything they can find. And in this first reading, it's really a great reading from Malachi. It reminds us, don't make God mad, okay? Keep God in a good relationship. He is your friend, he is your father, but don't make him mad, because if he sees you doing evil, the evildoers, it says, will become stubble. And the day is coming like a blazing oven when the proud and the evildoers will become stubble. Now, this might sound kind of harsh, because it is. This is a reality. This is why they talk about fear of the Lord in the Old Testament. Not because God is someone we should fear if we're in right relationship, but we have to understand that God sees everything, and God will render justice eventually. It might come on earth, might come in eternal life, but everyone is going to be held accountable for what they do and for what they say. Why are we hearing these readings, these kind of seemingly harsh readings right now? Because we're coming to the end of the liturgical year. And then you probably notice a little trend that the readings last week and this week, they're getting a little more intense, and it's talking a lot about judgment and about God's coming again. God's trying to warn us, okay? So we can't ever say, oh gosh, God, I didn't know that living this horrible life of sin was a bad thing. God's very clear, okay? Sin is death, St. Paul tells us. Sin is death. Avoid sin. Just live the right way. Live in right relationship. Stay in right relationship. Not because you're fearful that I'm going to cast you into hell, but because I love you. I love you. So love me back. Don't just love yourself. Don't just be prideful. Don't just be selfish. Love me back, because I love you, because I'm God. And that's a good thing. The second reading, St. Paul's saying, hey, listen, do the work, okay? Don't just phone it in. Being a Christian's not easy. St. Paul literally is saying, do the work. Do the work of a Christian. Live the right way. It's worth it. But you can't phone it in. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm a son of God, I'm a daughter of God, and then not actually do anything, because life matters. Actions matter. Words matter. And God's trying to say, listen, I see everything. I hear everything. St. Paul's saying, listen, God's paying attention. Do the work. He did the work. He loved you. He became man. He took flesh. He lived a life. He died for you. He rose for you. Do the work. Live it. This is what's so important. And that's what the gospel's trying to remind us again. Jesus is coming back. And it tells us, hey, before he comes, a lot of stuff's going to go wrong. Have you looked around the world? A lot of stuff's going wrong. Now, we don't know when Jesus is coming back, but we do know that he is. So persevere. Don't get lazy. Don't get lethargic. Don't be ambivalent. Don't be slothful. When it comes to prayer, pray. When it comes to service, serve. When it comes to loving God, love. It's really not that complicated, but we make it so complicated. It's so easy to press snooze on the spiritual life. Don't be that person. Persevere. Do the work. Pay attention, because it matters. And because God, who is love and who is mercy, but who's also justice, sees all and knows all. God bless you.